is good? Today we are going to do a little informational video. Some people have been asking me how I cop Supreme and FTP on the drop day, so I thought that I would share some of my tips with you guys. First and foremost, understand I am not a Supreme professional. I'm not by any means better than anybody else. I have just been doing it for quite some time, and I've gotten experience just through practice and doing it week after week after week after month after year, and I seem to be fairly good at it. But again, I do not get everything that I want. It's not guaranteed if you do any of this that you're gonna get everything you want. I most of the time can get what I'm after. Of course, granted, it is a photo tee or a box logo or any super hyped item. When those items come into play, basically it's just luck of the draw. Most of the time the websites freeze, and then it's just whoever's order gets through ends up getting those orders. But for the basic items, 80% of the items, if you learn to be quick and use some tricks and tips to help you be a little bit faster, you can cop the majority of the things that you want. First thing you could do if you want to cop Supreme is go to the store. It is a bitch, and it's not all that it's hyped up to be. There's many people that do it a couple times and then tap out, and they're like, fuck this, dude. You have to sleep outside. It's brutal. The fucking lines are crazy, but you do get every single thing that you want, or at least every time I've been there, I've walked out with everything that I've wanted, even box logos, photo tees, fucking everything. For those that do not live in Southern California or New York or wherever there is a store, you have to resort to online. So that's what I'm going to go into right now. I'm going to tell you guys the two ways that there is to cop online and how I do it. Obviously, the first option is the mobile app. First, you guys will come to find out in these tips with the mobile app, there's not many tricks, there's not many like secrets or anything like that, but there is some base guidelines that you can follow to be quick and cop on the app. But as far as checking out, I mean, it's just as much as you practice and as quick as you can get. First things first, I do not use a bot. I don't use any kind of bots. I cop manually only with my fingertips, and even into Google Chrome and autofill, I do not use that. Some people swear by it, but me, myself, I have never used autofill. I've always done it using these methods, and it works for me. Not necessarily saying it will work for you. Before we get into the video, I will not have any like live screen simply because there's nothing on the Supreme website. There's nothing on the FTP website, so I cannot show you guys on the screen how I do it. So I'm just gonna vocally tell you how I do it and try to describe it the best I can. Hopefully you guys can take just the audio from this video and apply it to the first couple of drops, and then probably like the third or fourth week of the season I will do an on-screen tutorial like when it's dropping in the moment, me copying the shit and show you guys. But for now, just listen to what I'm saying, and if you can understand it and take out the things that I'm telling you to do and apply it, you will be successful. First is the mobile app. If you go to the App Store, iOS or Android, you can download the Supreme app. It's free. I use the app a lot. I probably use it maybe 70% of the time, and the 30% of the time I use the desktop. Alexandra, she likes using the mobile app too. Alright, before we get into like getting to the cart and checking out, there is three main things that using the mobile app, even before you open the app, that will help you cop what you want. This is the three guidelines that I follow every single week. One, I enter my credit card in my notes or in my messages, and I copy my credit card number and I am ready to paste it. Two, I know exactly what I'm looking for. I never go into the drop day deciding what I'm gonna get. You are gonna get burnt so fast. You have to know what you want. And third thing is I usually go for one item at a time. If there's three items I want and they're all pretty hyped, I will go for one, then the other, then the other. Or most of the time I have Alexandra, so I'm able to get multiple things. But I never go for three things at a time, because if you go for three things, the chances are you're going to get carjacked, and while you're trying to add the second and third thing that you want, the first thing you got is going to get sold out, and then it's going to fuck up your whole order. So copy your credit card, have it ready to paste. Two, Know what you are looking for. Know before the drop. If you do not know how to find out what's dropping, go on Instagram, follow Drops by Jay. Shout out Drops by Jay, shout out Jay Preem. Every Tuesday or Wednesday of the season, he will drop a full drop list with the price list, so you have 1 or 2 days to brew it over in your head and you know exactly what you want. So 2, know exactly what you want, and 3, go for one item. As the drop gets closer, up on my iPhone screen, I have this Supreme app and I have the clock app. My Supreme app is closed. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about right here. My Supreme app is right next to my clock app. And if you guys can see, the little second hand is moving on my clock app, so I can literally see the seconds. And my Supreme app is closed. I'm not on the Supreme app pressing home, refreshing. The app is closed and it's right next to my clock app. So right when I see it on 59, bam, that's when I open up the Supreme app. Right when the second hits 59 going to 60, I click the Supreme app. It opens for the first time 99.9% of the time. Bam, it opens up and it has the new tab. I press new and I find exactly what I'm looking for. The more you do it, you can eventually find out like where your item will be in the new list. Usually the hats and shoes are last and then it works its way up. But regardless, if you know what you're looking for, usually there's no more than 10, 11 items. You can find it fairly quickly. You click your item because you already know what you're looking for. And then you know your size, you know your color, and then you add it to the cart. So once you get to your cart, if you are a returning Supreme customer, there will be your personal information will be saved. I'm going to put up a picture on the screen right now to show. On the left hand side right here where it says name, email, telephone, address, zip, city, state, country, all of that shit will be saved if you are a returning Supreme customer. So when you're trying to check out, the only thing that you will have to fill in is the right side where it says type of card, number, expiration date, CVC, and the terms. So right when you press checkout, it will bring you to this page. Immediately click number, hold it down. If you're on the mobile app using your phone, press paste. Visa, MasterCard, whatever kind of card it is will pop up. You click expiration date, click your expiration month, expiration year, click CVC, enter it, agree to the terms, and process payment. That is why I'm saying with the mobile app, it's not really on the checkout screen that there's a bunch of secrets, because really it's only how fast you can get at putting in your number, pasting your number, putting in your expiration, your CVC, agreeing, and pressing process payment. The key to using the mobile app is the beginning 3 steps. For me, I know exactly what I'm looking for. I only go after one thing and I'm there the very, very second that it drops. You cannot be 5 seconds late. You cannot be 10 seconds late. You cannot be a minute late. A lot of people hit me up like, dude, I'm always there, like 8:04, everything's sold out. It's like, yeah, no shit, dude. The hype shit sells out in 20 seconds, dude. If you can cop something within 15 seconds, you'll be all right. But those are just my basic tips for the mobile app. Again, it's nothing that crazy, but if you follow those beginning 3 steps, you will have a lot of success. Now we'll go into the desktop version. Again, with the desktop version, I'm not on the website pressing refresh at 8 a.m. I have bookmarks saved for supreme.com/new. It's like a separate URL. I bookmark that page and then I just go between Google and Supreme New. Google, Supreme New. 7:59, I start going back, forth. Right at 8 o'clock, I press the bookmark. That brings me to Supreme New. Bam, the page pops up, a brand new URL. It's not refreshing it, it's reloading the page. All the new items are there. I know what I'm looking for. I know my size. I know my color. I add it to my cart. And then you will get a screen similar to the one I just showed you. All your information will be saved if you're a returning customer. And this is where it gets different for the desktop version. For me, I do not use Google Chrome. I do not use autofill. Some people do. I do not. The thing that helps me on the desktop is the tab button on my keyboard. So very quickly, as soon as as this menu pops up, right where it says number, I use my mouse one time. I click number. I Control V, which is paste. I tab once, which drops it to expiration. Then I type 00 or whatever my expiration date is, 00 tab, and it will bring it to the year. Then I type 2014 tab. It will bring it to the CVC 888, and then I go tab, which brings it to cart, tab, which brings it to shipping, tab, which brings it to order, tab, which brings it to the terms, enter to check it, tab, which brings it to cancel, tab, which brings it to process payment, enter. It sounds long when I'm explaining it, but if you think about it, I'm only clicking the mouse once, which is on the card number. I Control V, tab, enter 2 numbers, tab, enter 4 numbers, tab, enter 3 numbers, tab, 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 enter, tab, tab, enter. If you practice, honestly, that method for me is very, very quick. I've copped a lot of things that way, and it works very, very well for me. I discovered like this tab method, and honestly it works very quick. By the time I get something in my cart and I press proceed to checkout, it probably takes me 5 seconds at the very, very most, probably 4 seconds, and I can enter all that information and press process payment or complete order. So that is the basic ways how I cop on the mobile app, how I cop on the desktop. Again, I'm sorry that it's not like a full screen like tutorial thing. I will be doing that eventually. And some people were wondering about FTP too. I just have one suggestion if you're trying to cop FTP at the drop. One, be there the second it drops. Zach always drops 12 o'clock Pacific time, which is California time, on a Saturday. Be there the second it drops at noon, and always use the PayPal option. If you're buying FTP and you're not buying through PayPal, change that. Make a PayPal, because with PayPal they have one touch, which means you can log in earlier in the day, and then every time you visit PayPal the rest of that day, you're already logged in. So I log into PayPal 11 a.m. When the drop comes, I add whatever to my cart. I click checkout with PayPal. The little circle moves for probably 2 seconds. All my information's there, my name, email, phone number, fucking credit card number, address, CVC, everything's already saved. My preferred payment method is already saved. All I have to do is press checkout with PayPal, complete order, bam. It takes me literally a second to check out at FTP. I've never missed out on anything at FTP. I've copped fucking 20 items in the same drop just by using PayPal One Touch and checking out with PayPal. So that's how I do it. I'm sorry again that there's not a tutorial, but maybe if you go back and listen to what I'm saying about the tab method, it works very well on the desktop. And those 3 like base rules that I use: always be on time, know what you're looking for, and go after one item. That will help you in the long run with the speed of things. A lot of times it kills people and they don't get what they want because they're confused as to what they want, or they're not sure what size, or they're going after 3 different items. Fuck all that shit. Know what you want, go after one item, and be quick at the checkout with the tips I showed you, and you'll have no problem copying. Again, practice makes perfect. The first time I started copying Supreme, I wasn't just fucking getting everything I wanted. I missed out on a lot of shit. But you can always practice during the week without really checking out. There was many weeks where I just sat there for like an hour, 2 hours at a time, adding shit, taking it away, seeing how fast I could open the page, add it to cart, type in my information, trying to beat my time. And just over the years, I've just gotten very quick at it, and I'm fairly good at it. And that's how I caught my Supreme shit and FTP shit on the drop day, at the drop time. So thank you guys for watching. We're gonna have a bunch of Supreme shit coming next week for spring summer 17. It's gonna be dope. Subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at Leroy Destroy. I'm gonna give away free shit at 1,000 followers. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one. I swear that I got you let up at the quick. Snapping like next from the back on the west. Crook up and veins, opium in my chest. Escape out the sight when I walk on the murder street. Voices inside of me won't let me go to sleep, drowning in sleeping pills covered in ash.